వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు మై ఛానల్ వరల్డ్ త్రూ వీరా. ఈరోజు టాపిక్ మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ ఎందుకోసం బెస్ట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కళ్ళు అండర్స్టాండ్ చేసుకోవాల్సింది. అందరికీ ఫైనాన్సెస్ గురించి తెలియదు. ఫైనాన్షియల్ నాలెడ్జ్ మనకి చాలామందికి శూన్యం అని చెప్పాలి, లేదా కొంచెం గొప్పే ఉంటుంది. దీనివలన మనం మన ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్లో అంటే షేర్ మార్కెట్లో డబ్బులు పెట్టినా, ఇంకొక దాంట్లో డబ్బులు పెట్టినా పోగొట్టుకోవడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటాయి. అదే మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్లో పెట్టినప్పుడు మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ ఒక వెల్ వెర్స్డ్ కంపెనీలో ఫండ్ మేనేజర్ ద్వారా ఆపరేట్ చేయబడుతుంది. వాళ్ళకి ఫైనాన్షియల్గా నాలెడ్జ్ ఆల్రెడీ ఉంటుంది. వాళ్ళు షేర్ మార్కెట్లో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసి ఉండొచ్చు, మంచి ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ నుంచి ఎంబీఏలు అవి చేసి ఉండొచ్చు. టెక్నికల్గా థియరిటికల్గా నాలెడ్జ్ ఉంటుంది వాళ్ళకి. ప్లస్ 5 to 6 years ఆర్ మోర్ దెన్ దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఉండడం వలన వాళ్ళు ఫండ్ మేనేజర్గా ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసిన మనీ వాళ్ళు సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా మనకి రిటర్న్స్ ఇవ్వగలుగుతారు. కంపెనీస్కి కూడా డబ్బులు కావాలి. బిజినెస్ చేయాలి అంటే కనుక బ్యాంక్ లోన్లు తీసుకునే సరిపోదు, వాళ్ళు ఒక్కళ్ళ మనీ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేయడం వలన కూడా సరిపోదు. రెగ్యులర్గా వర్కింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ కావాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఆ వర్కింగ్ క్యాపిటల్ నీడ్స్ అండ్ బిజినెస్ గ్రోత్కి కావాల్సిన ఫండ్స్ని అతి తక్కువ రేట్లో మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్స్ పెట్టుబడిగా పెట్టి కంపెనీలో ఆ పెట్టుబడిపై వచ్చిన లాభాల్ని మ్యూచువల్ ఫండ్ కంపెనీలు డివిడెండ్ రూపంలో మదుపరులకు ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇలా డివిడెండ్ అక్కర్లేదు అనుకున్న వాళ్ళకి గ్రోత్ రూపంలో, అంటే డివిడెండ్గా వచ్చిన మనీని కూడా కంపెనీల్లోనే మళ్ళీ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసి ఓవరాల్గా గ్రోత్ ఇవ్వగలుగుతారు. అంటే యాన్యువల్ గ్రోత్ రేట్ ఎంత ఉంది అనేది చూసుకునేప్పుడు మనకి క్యుములేటెడ్ యాన్యువల్ గ్రోత్ అండ్ రిటర్న్స్ అనేది మనం కంపల్సరీగా చెక్ చేసుకోవాలి. మనం లంసమ్ ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు సిఏజిఆర్ ఓకే. అదే మనం సిప్ రూపంలో పెట్టినప్పుడు ఎక్స్ఐఆర్ఆర్ అంటే ఎక్స్టెండెడ్ ఇంటర్నల్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ రిటర్న్ అంటారు దీన్ని. ఇది చూసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. మనం యావరేజ్ రేట్ ఆఫ్ రిటర్న్ ఆర్ అబ్సల్యూట్ రిటర్న్ అనేది వితిన్ 1 yearలో మనం ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసి మన ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ రిటర్న్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు అబ్సల్యూట్ రిటర్న్స్ని చూసుకోవాలి. షేర్ మార్కెట్లో ఇన్వెస్ట్ చేసే వాళ్ళకి దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ రిస్క్ ఆఫ్ లూజింగ్ మనీ. ఇఫ్ ఐ ఇన్వెస్ట్ 100 rupees, I have a chances to lose my 100 rupees. If company is going to be closed, our company share value, say example 10 rupees, if it is going to be 50% loss, it is 5 rupees. If it is going to be 80% loss, it is going to be 2 rupees. 10 rupees share value is fallen down to 2 rupees. That's where it is an 80% loss, we call it. But if company is really doing well, their business sense is good, promoters are very much good, and they are trustworthy, then definitely in a long run they are going to give multiple returns on our investment. If I say 10 rupees I invested and I was patiently waiting company to perform the deliver, say a 5 to 10 years cycle, if my share value goes to 100 rupees, then what will be the returns I am getting out of my 10 rupees? It's almost 10x. 10 rupees become 100 rupees. If it is going to be more than that, chances are there to earn much more returns. If we see Rakesh Junjunwalia, he said initially he has taken money from his father, he lost the money, and he has taken money from his sister-in-law. In that also he has lost something. Then he has taken money from his brother, and he has started his financial journey with 1 lakh rupee, and he lost that money. Then again, as I said, he has taken the money from his brother. That 5 lakhs he started journey. Over a period of 20-25 years, he became a 30,000 crores net worth. He is able to build in share market because of his patience and properly understanding how the market dynamics works, he say very proudly he invested in Titan at 10 rupees and it has gone down to 5 rupees. He has waited for almost 2 to 3 years. The price was around 5 rupees only. From that, it is given a 1000x returns in a 15 to 20 years time. And he says Titan made him a titan in the share market. A diamond, which is in his stat, he says Titan. Like that, the patience is required for people to invest, keep that investment in companies which are performing. The investment which you are done, if the company is not performing, take out from that company and give that investment into the winning horses, which are the companies performing better than those companies, and you feel they will make you rich. This is the investment mantra in anyone. A bank interest those days, if you see 80s to 90s, it's 18 to 19% was an interest, and inflation is also a double digit. It's a 14-15% or more than that. Those days, fixed deposit is the only instrument available for the people or unorganized sector, chitties, ATC people used to run from that. During the 89 to 92 Harshad Mehta saga, share market run like anything. During the 1992 Harshad Mehta scam, when it has come out, market was fallen. People was very much worried. From that, 1998 is also again Ketan Parekh or somebody else having a scams in the share market. Those days, most of the shares are manually traded, and you have to go to broker, and physical share certificates are being given. You have to sell it, or when you buy it, to getting into your name used to take sometimes more than a month or up to 2 months. Depends on the place where you are there, and it has to go to company. It has to be updated in their records. It has to come back. From that situation, if we see today in your demat account, if you purchase the share, by end of the day, it will be reflecting in your portfolio. In a 2 days time, it will be reflecting in your demat account also. If you are selling the share T plus one, some shares means selling day plus one, the money will be given. Some shares, the next day, the money will be given. Those days, mutual funds are very limited, but now you see lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees. It's as a 60,000 crores of rupees currently coming as a SIP in a month into Indian equity market by way of investing by investors in mutual funds. This is where people has to understand how world order is getting changed. The 90s people talk about money. If the people are having a lakh rupees, they used to call he's a lakhir. And he can live a royal king size life. And people used to talk about LIC, especially endowment policy, money back policies. They call it as a life saving and life changing. But you see, those days, the insurance people taken by paying 5,000 rupees to 7,000 rupees per month for a 1 lakh premium for 20 years. Those days, the 1 lakh, they used to say you get a 12% bonus added to this. you are going to get it, your 1 lakh will become 2 lakh 90,000 rupees or 3 lakh 20,000 rupees. But after 20 years, if you realize, if you see that 2 lakh or 3 lakh rupees, which is in your hands, no value for that. If you invested that money regularly, say mutual funds journey started from 93, 95, it's slowly started moving. Whoever is invested in the mutual funds or equity markets, that money year on year, say example of MRF Tires, Wipro, Infosys, ITC, Reliance Industries, these are the companies created abundant wealth to the people. Whoever is invested 10,000 rupees in MRF, today they are worth of 20 to 30 crores. Where you are invested that 1 lakh rupees in LIC, today is worth of 2 to 3 lakhs. No value for that 2 to 3 lakhs. And today people talk about a crore. If you see, a crore is also losing the value, its value. If somebody wants to buy a house in A class cities like Bangalore, Gurgaon, or Hyderabad, or Chennai, metropolitan cities like Chennai, Calcutta, Delhi, for a two bedroom, minimum they have to spend 70 lakhs, that to be in very remote areas. In prime areas, they have to shell out 1.2 crores to 1.5 crores. Forget about Mumbai buying. It's very difficult. One has to invest. If you see the returns on the home purchased in terms of rental value, hardly 3 to 4% it's working out. If you take away the taxes and regular maintenance to be paid and repair to be carried out in a couple of years, so it will work out 2 to 3% a rental income on the EMI you are going to pay. So one has to see or seek his investment advice from the investment advisors, how his money has to be deployed so that he continuously going to get passive income from his investments. Once active income stops, your passive income should be able to give you similar kind of returns, which is very well going to take care of your needs, your wants, and that money is going to take care inflation beaten returns it is going to give and take care your post retirement for 30 years. Then you're financially free. Once you're financially free, it doesn't mean that you have to stop working. You can work, but according to your wish, according to whatever you wanted to do, that you can do it. So if people start investing early, if I say somebody starts working straight from their college, say 22 or 25, they start investing from that age regularly and consistently, so they are able to make a good corpus by 40 or 45, and they can become financially independent and financially retired early also. Fire, financially independent, retired early. It is a concept of fire now becoming very popular within the people. If we see at 10 to 15 years back, most of the people, they don't know, they're afraid of investing in share market. They are worried about losing the money in share market. And conventionally, we are being taught, don't do that one. Don't do this. You may lose money if you are going to invest in share market. Those are not safe. Keep your money in real estate. Keep your money buying land, or keep it in a fixed deposit, which is a very safe avenue. Yes, 10 15 years back, the interest rates are 14% and above because of the 10 to 12% inflation. And those days, our parents, our grandparents, they used to get a better returns from the fixed deposits or from chitties. It is called kitty. But those are not very safe. One has to see and seek the continuously what is being given, what is being coming back to us. Are we educating ourselves regularly? Are we educating our children? And are we giving financial literacy to our kids? Are we having the required financial knowledge by ourselves? Are we a successful investor? How our money is working for us? Or we are working to pay the loans or clear the EMIs, which we are sitting on various loans like house loan, educational loan, car loan, and consumer durables. We are taking on EMIs, or we are buying iPhone, various other gadgets on EMI. Any EMI is going to be a burden for us, and which we are taking on our future earnings. So, maximum part of our earnings is going into the EMI rather than working for us. We are working for somebody else to pay that money. The compounding, instead of working for us in our favor, it's working against us and giving it to somebody else, that compounding. So when we realize, by the time we will be reaching 45 to 50, and we left out hardly any time to cope up that, or we will be losing our health, or we are still making a debt for our kids' higher education, for our kids' settlement, or our for kids' marriages, etc. Since we are not invested, our investment is not working in our favor. Even if we put our money into a fixed deposit, in current scenario, 6 7% interest, hardly going to beat any inflation. And if you see, after 5 6 years, our 1 lakh is going to be a 50,000 or merely 65,000. The purchase power which is going to have that 1 lakh. So please realize, keep investing. Whatever the money you are earning, restrict yourself a post tax money in hand. Out of that, you will be spending maximum of 50 or 60%, not more than that. The remaining money, 10%, you invest for your emergency fund needs or wants. Remaining 40%, your investment should be in a four buckets. One need to be a short term bucket, one need to be emergency and midterm. Third need to be your long term needs like kids' higher education, kids' marriage, your own house purchase, etc. Fourth one should be your retirement bucket. This 40% you should split into 20% into a retirement bucket, remaining 5% into bucket one, that's a short term and mid-term. Remaining 10% you should keep into your long-term needs, which is your kids' education, your kids' marriage, or purchasing house, etc. Once you continuously do this activity regularly and consistently, by compounding is going to work a miracles. Say if your CAGR is going to be 10 to 12%, it takes first 8 to 9 years for your money to become double. Since you cannot able to invest entire money at one go, you are going to do a monthly systematically. You invest this money. From there, 8 to 9 years onwards, the money which you are going to invest is a lesser than the money which is you are getting by way of returns from the compounding effect. Who has understand this very well and they deploy their money to work favor to them, they can definitely become successful and they can change their financial status. They can uplift by themselves, not only by themselves, their entire family, and they can be a benchmark to the friends, colleagues, and they can advise others also to become successful in their life financially, personally. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Signing off. MVVS Reddy. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Good night. Take good care of yourself.